Welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Terraria. Terraria is a 2D mining game. It's in the same vein as Minecraft and other sort of mining adventure games. I find it a little more interesting than Minecraft because I feel like it goes a little faster. I know a lot of people like this game, and I know a lot of people like Minecraft, and I also know a lot of people hate both games. So if you like Minecraft, you might like Terraria and vice versa. Let's go ahead and get a single player world started here. So I decided to make this Let's Play because people have been asking me over and over and over again for a new Let's Play after watching my Adam Zombie Smasher video. And I have to say it was a lot of fun making the first video, and now that I have a little time, I'm going to take some time and make a new video. So as you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and create my character. I like to play Smurf-looking characters on this game for some reason. So I am going to go ahead and make sure his hair looks red. That looks pretty good to me. And you can see here that you've got a whole large amount of options for what your character is going to look like. Although I wouldn't spend too much time worrying about what your character looks like, other than well, actually in general, because most of the time you're going to be wearing armor in the game later on, and it makes it really hard to see, what your character is really looking like. So just let me finish this up here. This is going to be my blue Smurf character. Looks pretty good. A new addition, as I'm making this video, Terraria has reached version 1.1. I know a lot of people have already played Terraria, and I wanted to do a game that I had played before so I could actually explain a little bit of things. They've added a bunch of new things to Terraria with this release. I believe one of the largest is a hardcore difficulty here. If your character dies on hardcore, as it says on the screen, the character dies for good. You also have your your medium core and your soft core. Characters drop items on death versus soft core characters drop money on death. Because this is a Let's Play and I'm going to be showing everything what's going on, I'm going to go ahead and do a soft core. But normally I'd probably play on medium core. I haven't quite worked up to the hardcore difficulty yet. So you can also choose male or female. A new addition is that female characters now actually look female. Well, sorta. So you can see up there the character model is changing. And that sound effect is the sound effect they'll have. So I'm going to enter a name. And since I already have a Mantis, this is going to be Mantis Mark II. And Mantis Mark II is going to live in a small world, which we're going to call Let's Play Area. Ha ha ha, I know, pun. Not very funny. Takes a little while for things to load up. Once we're going to get started, the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to make sure we want to get some shelter from the nighttime. Now, Minecraft has added a lot more monsters since Terraria has come out, so I used to say that Terraria was the more aggressive, violent version of Minecraft. However, that is no longer the case, and both games are pretty terrifying your first night. So, your goal is going to be to get us some shelter. And you're going to start in this area. And this little dude walking around here is our guide, Scott. Scott gives noobs useful hints, like telling you how to craft and things like that. I don't really need him, and later on we're going to kill him, but he'll come back. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll up here to our copper axe. You can press the 3 key, or scroll, and we're going to just sit here and we're going to click and chop this tree down. Takes a little while with your old tools. So what we've done is we've picked up some acorns, and we've also picked up some wood here. So I'm going to go ahead and chop down a few more of these trees, and then we'll go ahead and build a house here right on the top part of this land. Now the great thing about Terraria is that you can play Terraria single player, but you can also play Terraria multiplayer. Up to 8 other players can join a world. The greatest thing about that is your multiplayer worlds can be the same worlds as your single player worlds. So let's say that you and a couple friends have started a world and you're playing along. Well, later on in the day after everybody logs off, you want to play. Well, you can either start at the multiplayer world again and they can join you if they show up, or you can start it as a single player world, which is really cool. I think I'll chop down another tree or two here. As you can see, these starter tools do take a long time, but eventually this will take no time at all when you have some better tools. As you can see down there in the corner, the guy's kind of wandering around. Once we get a house built, he'll probably stick around in the house a little bit more than just wandering around. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to lay down some wall. Now the wall here is just standard wood. There's nothing special about it. Oops, don't do it like that. There is no such thing as wood wall like there are like wood blocks in the other stone categories and things like that. I'm going to stop talking about that because I will show you when you see it. But let's see here. Build this house. Okay. And we're going to need a little space for a door here. We're going to go into our house and we're going to build us a crafting table. Now the thing I like about Terraria as well is that unlike Minecraft, all of your recipes are here in this left corner here. If you have the materials to make something and you're standing at the appropriate crafting station, which in this case our first one is going to be a workbench, it will tell you what you need to craft it, and then you can just click on it and make it. So I made a workbench here, which is going to be our basic crafting area, and I'm going to set it down right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is craft a door. Alright, we got a door, and I'm also going to craft a wooden chair or two, and some tables here, table so it looks nice. Now you don't have to do all that other stuff. Really, you could just start with the door to protect yourself from the night. But there is one other majorly, I gotta click here on the top, I think, there it goes. Major important thing we have to do is we have to put a back on this house, otherwise things could potentially spawn in here. Now, right now you can see that we can see back into the lovely background. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, sort of the very top, and we're going to make some wood walls. So I'm just going to make a bunch of these here. I don't know, let's see if 70 will work. And I will click up here, and I will walk across and I will make a wall. Now, see this black line right here? This black line needs to go away if we want to consider this place an enclosed area. Right now, with that like that, it's not an enclosed area. So what you got to do is you got to cover it up like this. And you'll notice when I get this finished here that it is actually going to darken in here. And I kind of messed up a little bit, so let me... Oh, well, I'll make some wood and I'll fix that in a minute. As you can see, I'm not exactly the greatest at this game when it comes to being efficient. Okay. And we got that. So the other thing I need to make here is, I don't have a hammer, so I'm going to make a wood hammer. Now, the hammer here is the primary tool you would use to get rid of things in the world. So for instance, I'm going to open this door, well, actually, step outside, going to pull out my hammer, and I'm going to click here and get rid of that wall so it looks a little nicer out there. Now, I need to actually make myself a little stepping stool to get up here to fix this side. And I'm going to put another door on the other side. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That way I can come in and out as necessary. Now, you can't really use the hammer to get rid of this wall because it's wood. You have to use the axe. Get rid of 3 spaces there, and ta-da, we can build another door. And we will put this door right there. 2 doors. I'm going to go out here and clean up my mess that I made. And ta-da, we are safe from the impending night. Now you can see at the top of the screen here, the sun is moving very slowly to the other side. Once it reaches the other side, the music will change and it will become nighttime. Nighttime is populated by all sorts of nasty monsters, zombies for instance, and also little flying eye spawns of Cthulhu. And they will definitely hurt you until you're properly equipped. Now you can see the guide down there is getting attacked, or at least he did get attacked by this slime.